All right, so I'm here with O'Shea Jackson Jr. I mean, before we even get into Swagger season 2, which was amazing. I mean, I tweeted you guys like some weeks ago. You and Rock still ain't replied to my tweet. I was like, yo, why is this season so amazing? Y'all don't even show me no love. But
I can't tell you nothing.
Before we get into that, I mean, let's talk some NBA, because I always love to talk some NBA stuff with you, like just talk basketball. And I know that you've been on Mike Malone about how he's been on the Lakers. Like, what's really going on with that? Like, what's your feelings about the Lakers in their present form and what just happened in the championship and, of course, the sweep?
Number one, I ain't never seen somebody celebrate the Western Conference Finals more than Mike Malone. It's first of all, I don't know if you know, bro, but we was 13th in the league, like a laughing stock. Snuck our way into the playoffs, made it to the Western Conference Finals. You were the one seed, and here you are celebrating and acting like you was the underdog. Bro, you won a series that you was favored to win. Calm it down, baby. I know you mad at the media because the media always talk about the Lakers. Let me let you in on something. We're the second biggest market in the nation. We are on every single piece of clothing, every ball, every court, every broadcast shows a Laker. We're the logo. They're going to talk about us. And then you add LeBron James, who might be the greatest player of all time. Yeah, they're going to talk about him, Michael. I'm sorry you upset. I'm sorry that bothers you. But you just played the Heat. Talk about the Heat. You want to take shots at us? You want to make it something while you're on top? I'm like, well, go ahead. But you're not us, bro. It's okay. Just do you. Because you're not over here. You are 1-1 with us in playoff series. And you have a losing record to us all time. It's by a game, but it's still a losing record. And you got your owner saying that you the Lakers daddy. Mark Cuban hates the Lakers. And he swept Phil Jackson and Kobe. And he never said nothing that outlandish. Pump your brakes, kid. It's all right. You know, I love when the single-digit, worthless championship franchises get they shine. But like, dog, don't be beside yourself. Just to sip your champagne, probably had a little too many. But yeah, bro, you talked about us every game after the sweep. And when you get swept, you got to acknowledge, you got to tip your cap, which is what I have. They outplayed us. You know, if I'm Darvin Ham, my first year coaching, I probably wouldn't double Jokic so much. You know, I'd probably make him have to beat me. But you have to tip your cap. Don't be a poor sport. You got swept, all right? They were close games, but no cigar. It is what it is. It happens. It's not my first time being swept. Probably won't be my last because I'm going to be a Laker fan forever. But Mike Malone, the lame machine, keep it together, brother. You got to stay focused.
Man, that was a whole lot of stuff to get off your chest. I'm glad you had a chance to do it. So
go type.
So season 2, man. I mean, really, like when you look at the cast, besides Kovacic and maybe Khalil, a lot of these people are like new faces. You've been around the industry like your whole life. Like, how's it been to see them grow up on camera from season 1 to season 2? Grow as actors, grow as young men and young lady in Kovacic. How's that been for you to just see that process?
It's been real cool. At times it's kind of eerie because like I got a daughter, okay? I got, my baby girl, Jordan, and I'm thinking about all the way I'm seeing her develop and her grow into a little person. When you first have a kid, they just like this cute loaf of bread that you got to keep alive. Like, when she started, 3, 4, she started getting her little personality, and now she's 5 going on 6, and it's just like you kind of have an outside inside type look on just the changes that she's going through. And then I know part of it is my fatherhood kicking in, but just watching them grow, be so different and yet still the same. It was a lot of times on set where I'm watching a performance, and if I'm off camera, I'm just smiling at them because I'm like, man, you're doing it. Like, you in it, you in pocket. And I love when they ask me questions. I love when they want my perspective on something. I love when they talk to me about things that they nervous about auditioning for, or if what my advice would be on picking the right project. Obviously my start is a lot different than where theirs was, but I went to film school before I was an actor. I went to USC for screenwriting, and if the one major thing that I can credit to USC is they kind of taught me different ways to look at the business. Look at it, look at it from a cinematic kind of point of view, and like what people look for. Not to be scared of taking indie projects, or how powerful a good role in a short film could be, getting your face out onto these festivals and things like that, and having the bravery to kind of look for a new audience to show your face to, and how powerful that can be. And those are just like the little gems that I give these up and coming actors. And I'm so proud of them, because I know how they were in season 1. And I know in between seasons, they've grown as people. They've gone through things that might have changed their perspective on life. And I'm able, being on the inside, to see how they put these into their characters. And it just makes me like a proud big brother. That's my squad. We all still in a group chat to this day. That's my team. I'll follow their careers for as long as they take it.
And y'all cover so many issues in this season. I think one of the things that I really felt the most was when your character Ike takes the team, the cut down team, to the prison, or to the boys' institution. A prison or whatever, to talk to these incarcerated youth and play against them. Like, how unique is that perspective in any series? Like, I feel like we haven't seen that interaction on TV or on film, where you have like some people from the community going into the system to talk to and to talk about mental health. And like, that was just like such a unique spin that Rock and you guys pulled off as characters. Like, what did you feel about that episode?
I love, that's the one thing that Reggie is always looking for, is number one, what hasn't been done before, and what topic doesn't get the shine in, it doesn't get the light that it might need. Who is an audience that hasn't been spoken for? And, that's important. We are storytellers. We are givers of inspiration, so it is important to be a voice for who you feel are the voiceless. And in season 1, we had 2 different stories that were about physical abuse. And, whether it was Q and her coach, or my man Big Phil Solomon, and his parent, his father. And those are people who are going through that type of stuff, every day. And if for one moment they can look at a TV show and be like, or we're able to give them light at the end of their tunnel, or let them see a door that they probably didn't even know could be cracked open. That is what's important to a storyteller like Reggie. And he had spoke about, he had got the idea for that maze based off of another show that he was trying to get off the ground, or something like that. And he just kind of wanted to pay homage to those going through that, and to at the same time show those of us who are blessed to still have, you know, our freedom, that there are so many times where the wrong choice can lead you down a hole you can't pull yourself out of.
Yeah, yeah.
That at its core, like, that is what makes Swagger such a good show. The basketball is the icing on the cake, and you need icing to sell your cake. But what's always made Swagger hit is what's inside, and it's mazes like that that let you know you're doing something more than just yelling at kids on a basketball court.
So why'd you want me here? Sentimental, I guess. You getting old or soft or both? I'm getting better and more handsome by the day. I can't control that. So how you feel? Man, half of the time, I'm just as hyped as I am nervous. When we used to play here, I taped this sign on my wall. It said NBA, never be afraid. I've been trying to remind myself of that. Doesn't always work, though.
Can't always work. You know? You don't think I get scared?
I mean, do guys as handsome as you get scared?
Maybe you should tell yourself, never be afraid to be afraid.
Never be afraid to be afraid. NBA, TBA. Ah. My mom is tripping about all this NIL stuff. I mean, you didn't have to deal with that when you were coming up.
No, I just had to worry about being broke.
Man,
Talked to athletic director at Cedar Cove.
how'd that go?
It was all right. I was walking into Sea Pleasant High when he rang me. He offered me the job.
So that's why all the sentimentality. To let me down easy.
That word is gonna go out your vocabulary.
What word?
Easy. I ain't going easy on you one bit.
What are you saying?
I'm gonna take the job.
I know we run out of time. I mean, I wanted to talk to you about, you know, what kind of films you're gonna make, what kind of stuff you're gonna make. But I think one important thing that I want to talk about before we close up is, I mean, we got, you know, Serena and Venus owning part of the Dolphins. You got J. Cole that just was a part of an ownership group with the Charlotte Hornets, and where Michael bought the team for $275 million, sold it for $3 billion. But the big three is like really like the only league that's African American owned in America, and like how important is that for us to be in those positions? Like we have directors like Reggie Rock and Gina, you know, GPB and everybody, and producers all around the industry, like Will Packer and everything. But for us to get into the sports ownership box, like how important do you think that is for just our progression as a community and our progression of acquiring wealth and establishing our own ownership in our culture.
I think it's a beautiful thing. Obviously, it's very important, especially when you're talking about predominantly Black leagues. You know, like it's not a crazy idea to think that a predominantly Black league might want to see some Black owners every now and then. You know, even the term owner might hit the wrong chord on some people in some light. So I'm so extremely proud of my dad for, you know, we're going on our 6th season of the Big Three, and you know, people let us know that they, you know, they thought we'd be gone in 2. You know, so like it's to finally, for him to finally get the recognition as like the only Black-owned sports league, like in America right now. It's huge. It's another one of those notches that this dude has in his belt, and you know, with the support that we've been getting is amazing, and it is so appreciated. And at the same time, we are underappreciated. You know, there's whispers and talks of you know, just a little bit of sabotage, and I'm not going to put everything out there, but like they don't want to see you win. I know personally, as his son, it drives me crazy when I see something like the drone racing championship get play on ESPN, but Big Three can't. Or I'll see like the NFL partnered with the XFL, but the NBA don't want to holler at the Big Three. You know, most of the players was NBA fraternity, right? And like, but like it's upsetting, it's disheartening, but you know, it's in our soul to prevail during you know, hard times. You know, you can go against me as much as you want, but you know, what's truth will come to light, baby. And I'm just being a vengeful son because my father won't. And he tell me not to worry about it, but he raised me and I can't not worry about it. So it's what it is. But yeah, Big Three family forever. So grateful for all the players and their families that have helped this dream come true. And we're only going to get bigger and better with time.
Look, brother, I can't wait to see everything that you got as a businessman, as an actor, as a talent. Just as a shit talker on Twitter. I just love just seeing what you're talking about. But man, keep doing your thing, man. Swagger season 2 was off the hook. That last episode at the ceremony where you talking to all the players was really emotional. Like I felt it, like you know, so a lot was delivered this season. Congratulations on that. And I can't wait till the audience gets to see it also, man. Appreciate your time. Always be a
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
All right, bro.